a bell being tolled before the break of day. Heard my name being called down that long highway. The Long Highway is a crowd favorite, though it never appeared on any record. It was featured on What It Is single and was just released on Mark's new studio album's box set and on a separate album in the box set called Gravy Train, the B-sides. So hopefully the song will enjoy some more recognition. I know people who say it's their favorite song. And it's a beautiful song. It's short and simple, one of the shortest songs in the catalog, and yet it has everything any MK fan would enjoy. Great rhythm guitar, amazing solos, and most importantly, an atmosphere. Max said he wrote this song on a bus, and you can always tell apart his on-the-road songs. Apparently the song Silver Eagle Mark also wrote on the bus. In fact, more like about the bus, so it could be the whole genre on its own. You can trace this song all the way back to the last Dire Straits record, so it might be that it was intended to be on Every Street album, but didn't make it there, didn't make it on Golden Heart either, and even Selling to Philadelphia released only on a single. Such strange fate for such a great song, and that's a song that sometimes even was the last song on the show, so it's a big deal really. Anyway, no capo needed, standard tuning, 4 chords, just 1 chord more than How Long, the last Dire Straits song. And a lot of feeling for this song is required, though there are just 4 chords in the song. Mark used at least 2 shapes for each one, or even more. So if you would count it all, technically it's something like 20, but that's all embellishments, and it works with 2 types of strumming. Songs like that are a nightmare to teach because it's all improvised. Many chord shapes, different rhythms, all mixed together. But I'll try my best to cover all the major details. The whole song is built around this little idea, which is extremely fun to play actually. G, A7, D. These are How Long chords, by the way. So this is a 2-part riff with a call and response. I'll exaggerate the melody here. So it's quite unusual to play like this. G major and C shape up here, going for this major 7 sound. Usually this could be achieved by putting a capo and playing, just lifting up 1 finger. Here it's more tricky in the sense that you need to execute a half bar. with an index finger while holding the chord. On electric, what could work, and that sometimes I do, is something I learned from Tommy Emmanuel, and I cover 2 strings with 1 finger here. This may seem ridiculous, but it actually works, and you don't need massive hands in order to do that. It even works on acoustic, as you can see. The chord shapes are G major, in C shape, move one note down for G major 7, A7 in 5th position with an open A bass. This D chord is interesting. It sounds so great with an open A, which makes it so unique, because usually this is D with an A and a bass down here, used in many other songs, and it's used here as well, but higher up the neck. The rhythm is typical for Mark. Think 5:15 AM or Our Shangri-La, the bass-driven songs like that. So it's an offbeat bass line combined with down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Probably my favorite type of strumming, because it's so moving, wants to go forward, and especially hard to stop strumming songs like that. But as I said, it works with 2 rhythms, so a more straightforward approach will do as well. But, as it often happens, the finished song is a combination of all these rhythms. That's why I say it's a nightmare to teach songs like that. But that's not the first time that happens. The most important part is chord variations, and here it goes. A little bit out of hand. So for the intro there are 3 chords, and A7 stays pretty much the same the whole time, but G and D have a lot of ways to go. For instance, this beautiful line here on D. Reminds me of Why Worry a bit. Also, it could start on this suspended 4. And still on D, I love this move through D major 7. Or you can go up from suspended 2. Also on the verse, something like open E could be added to the mix. a lot of possibilities here. Move on to G, and it shares a lot of the D chord, with the D chord. This sus2 move, and also sus4 move. And all variations are happening, then the riff repeats. The easiest way to play it is to go D with any bass, then add a melody note on top and switch to G. And in the open position, G has some options. It could be going up on the second string, also this variation adds melody to the second fret of the third string. Add to this G and D variations like this. D with A in a bass with double bass for a huge sound. This trick was featured in some songs already. Also classics as D in 7th position. And even the B minor chord from the verse has variations. This descending line is really beautiful. And even B minor could be played up here in the 7th position as all the rest. So I counted, and there are really only 4 chords, but actually at least 15 ways to play these chords and 2 rhythms. This is basic song, therefore transforms into an advanced section when you count in all the variations, styles and things. Thanks for watching.